time for a list video. Welcome to the video, guys. Today we are going over the top 5 controller players based on building and movement. It's probably easily the hardest decision I've ever had to make, making this top 5 list. There's so many unbelievable controller players, but I based this list again off of building, movement speed, the ingenuity of the player, also how long they've kind of been like relevant in the scene and moving with the meta of creative building. To me, that's huge. Being able to always stay at the top of the game is a big thing. I think if you're going to be a top builder on controller in Fortnite. There's so many like honorable mentions of people I put on this list who are just out of the top 5 for me. Just to list a few: Derek, Velocity, Plylism is another guy just popping off. LD Fortnite is a crazy editor. EJ Ladd's not on this list, and it's literally only because he's physically banned from the game right now. Of course, I had to put the GOAT FaZe Sway on this list, but you guys might be surprised that I didn't actually put him at number 1 on this list. It's crazy. You got to see this number 1. As I already said, guys, there's loads of people, again, who I either thought were just outside of this top 5 or people I've never seen yet. If you have a builder that you think is amazing, feel free to comment them down below or comment your own top 5 list. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let's get into it. So coming in at number 5 for me is Spade. This guy is actually insane when it comes to the high ground retakes and editing speed, man. He's actually mental. Look at this editing flow, dude. He's got an incredible, like when it comes to actual controller movement and just fluidity of movement and how fast he gets through his builds, Spade is next level. I could definitely see him actually rising on this list in the future just because of how much pure skill he has. With that being said, the reason he's not ranked higher for me personally is he's not necessarily doing anything new or anything we haven't seen before, but he's just doing it so damn well. That's honestly like the only reason he's not ranked higher for me, man, because just look at this editing speed. The other thing about it too, and it's not really necessarily a factor in this list, but it's like Spade literally can't not hit headshots. It's crazy, dude. He's literally a non-stop headshot machine. Check this clip. Unreal, dude. He's just ice in his veins, man. Just headshot after headshot after headshot with this guy. It's crazy. Now, the player coming in at number 4 for me is Serk. He's actually insane. I honestly love this guy. He's so good at the game, and he kind of created his own thing, and this is really why he deserves a spot in the top 5 list for controller movement, is his ability to just throw builds above himself. He basically created high building, which is where you actually throw pyramids and ramps above yourself, and what this actually does, some people say it's useless, it's trash, but when you actually fight somebody and you have high ground above them and they're doing this, it makes it so hard to read what they're doing. I personally actually 1v1'd him, and it was so difficult to fight this guy. He is so good at covering his tracks and just branching out with pyramids. It's very, very difficult to guess what his next move is, and then all of a sudden, once he closes the gap on you, he just takes height and claps you just like this. Boom! Like, just watch this clip of him coming out of low ground and tell me this is not some of the dopest building and movement you've ever seen. Like, look at this dude. Branching on height, blocking his opponent off from below, and then watch this high ground retake right here. This is crazy, dude. Bop! Dude, he's so nasty. He's so nasty. All right, dudes. This number 3 player is actually cracked. It was so difficult to decide between number 3 and number 2, man. But this guy is insane. BH Woods, you're about to see just the nuttiest clip of all time. I'm gonna minimize my forehead. You guys got to see this. This is crazy what he's about to do, and we'll talk about it after, how impressive it is. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god! If you know anything about controller building, you know how difficult that is. And look at this, dude. Look at this movement. Right there, what he's doing is he's actually double jumping. He's actually going up 2 floors by basically side, almost like, you could call it like a side 90. He jumps to the side, uses 1 floor and ramp, to push himself upwards and then rides the next ramp up again. So he's actually able to go up a full box with just one jump. It's absolutely mental to watch, and he easily gets on our top 5 list of controller builders just because of his movement alone. It's crazy, man. BH Woods is absolutely goated. Just look at those jumps, man. Those jumps are so difficult to do. Like, just look how fluid this clip is right here. Look at that, dude. Oh my god, bro. He is easily the most fluid looking player on this list. He probably will top this list when it comes to smooth building, and combine that with just like the ingenious stuff he's doing with his builds. The way he's taking high ground here is so unique, man. It's honestly, it's a joy to watch, dude. Woods easily top 5 list, and again, I gotta say, picking between him and our number 2 spot was so difficult for me to do. Because just look at these builds, man. These are insane, bro. They're insane, bro. Holy shit. Easy cone. Bop. Oh my god, that's nasty, dude. That's nasty. Now, it's probably no surprise that he's on this list, but faze is coming in at number 2 on our list. And guys, you gotta see number 1. It's insane. But Sway is so good at this game, and he's so consistent and has moved along with the game, and he's incorporated a lot of amazing builders and their strategies into his own playstyle. And I think that's what makes him great. Whenever he sees, you know, a new meta starting to come around in creative building, he adapts it, he adopts it, and he dominates it so quickly. And that's what really makes Sway great. Like, he takes, just as an example, parallel Serk's high building and incorporates it into his own game and kind of gives his own unique flair on it. Obviously, Serk is the king of high building, but just as an example, this is just one of the ways that Sway is dominating the game and continues to dominate the game when it comes to creative building and maintaining that solid movement and building. The other cool thing about Sway as well is that he also kind of mixes up fast building and slow building. Like in this video, he's kind of doing, well, not slow building, but smooth building. And in this video, he's kind of using a smooth building style, but he can kind of switch back and forth very, very easily. And it makes his content and his building style really, like, novel. And you never really know what you're expecting to watch when you boot up a faze video. You know, like, one video he might be building cracked out of his mind, like he just did a rip of G Fuel. And then the next one, he's just, like, hypnotically doing this smooth build style, and it's so cool to watch. Sway, again, I really expect him to just stay at the top of the game for a very long time, just because he's got such a work ethic when it comes to, like, developing and continuing, like, to dominate the creative building scene. Just as an example, this video he's using is kind of more like fast building style that I think is just so fun to watch. You know, like, it's... I do like watching the smooth building style, but just the fact that Sway can switch back and forth between that, like, fast building, just, like, unrelenting mongrel style, like, Adderall cracking, just all in building is just so cool to watch, man. And I think, again, that's what makes Sway one of the best creative builders and just all around enjoyable controller players to watch. It's just because he's so dominant, he's been dominant, and he will continue to be dominant in this game. This player literally has the best building I've ever seen, and consistency, man. His consistent ability to do just, like, crazy stuff that little to none of the controller community can even do is insane, and that player is parallel Kehnys. Guys, he's got 31,000 subscribers on YouTube. I highly recommend going in and checking him out. You're about to be mind blown by what this guy can do. Seriously, it's crazy. His movement, his building is unbelievable, dude. It's no joke. He is the smoothest in Fortnite right now. Again, we're talking about that little side jump out, like, one jump box. He can do it unrelentingly, like, like, not stopped. And look at this dude. Look at this dude. Like, doing that is so difficult, man. He's just straight up so skilled. Now, we saw this from BH Woods as well in his builds where he's doing 1v1s, and it was insane to watch. But the fact that Kehnys can do it non-stop, he can literally do an impossible jump that, I'm not joking you, like 99% of builders cannot do in this game, and he can just do it over and over and over and over. It's crazy. Look at this, man. Like, that jump is literally mental to do. Like, this is just a demonstration of how alpha Kehny's building is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, if this list is going to be about pure building ability and pure, like, mechanics and fluid movement, it's got to be Kehny. Like, it's got to be Kehny. He's just nuts. Look at this, man. Like, if you don't believe me, go into creative right now and just try to do that. Try to do that. You'll probably not be able to do it once. If you can do it once, your likelihood of being able to repeat it over and over and over while maintaining, like, your movement, your fluidity, and also maintaining, like, just your jump fatigue. Like, you can't do this if you don't properly stay on top of so many different mechanics in Fortnite. All right, so what does this skill actually look like in a build fight? Well, you're about to see right here, dude. Just reading players, man. He's so cracked, dude. Oh my god, Kehny's is cracked. Just casually doing like a mongrel tunnel in the middle of a build fight, bro. You're kidding me, dog. You're kidding me. Kehny, you're too cracked, bro. You're literally too cracked. Oh my god! What was that? What was that flick? So again, you can see he's just branching out with pyramids. I've said this a lot of times before in my videos, but getting really good at that, just like taking something from an insane builder and trying to incorporate it into your game to improve, just work on doing that during your build fights. Work on using not ramps, but pyramids. Either edit them into ramps as you're moving, or just do the jump up as you go, because that's so useful, because pyramids are just so easy once you get used to using them, either going up and down or dropping through builds to get finishes, right? What is this high building? In duo arena, what do you mean? Oh my god, dude. 11,000 point arena, by the way. Oh man, he's just so fluid, dude. He's so fluid. He makes it look so easy, but if you actually break down what he's doing, man, it's literally borderline impossible. You gotta be some kind of cyborg looking ass dude to be able to pull this off. It's crazy, man. Oh my god. That's insane, guys. Easily the top controller builder right now, man. His movement is so fluid, dude. It's so fluid. Nice little trick shot there, baby. Guys, if you have not checked out all these builders already, make sure you go down in the description. I linked all their channels as well as some people who I think are also deserve honorable mentions for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop that like on it and let me know in the comments if you guys think there's somebody that should have been in this video that wasn't, or who you would want me to check out next. I always love hearing you guys' feedback, so let me know in the comments. I love you. Have a great day. Happy holidays. And use code Upshall for 30% off your G Fuel. Tell Crimus. Love you.